Hail and welcome and glory to the warriors who heed the banner's call. It is time for more Neverwinter nights. To answer your question, Anxious Imp, I slept very late today, but now I'm feeling very rested and very good and ready to kick some ass. It's Friday night, so we'll be doing the... Well, I've done it once before, so it's not really the usual, but that's going to be the routine. Is we're going to do a couple of hours of Neverwinter Night, and then we're going to switch over and do the Ragnarok Rumble Wrestling that we traditionally do on Fridays. How about you, Anxious Imp? How is your December the 23rd going? By the way, you say morning, afternoon. It is 6:15 p.m. here in Denmark right now. So we are into the evening. I ate dinner before starting this. You're a little anxious? Well, I guess sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. Anything in particular you're anxious about? Anything I can help you with? Anything I can maybe reassure you or help you calm down a little bit? Alright, give me a map. Oh, we are here. Okay, so we are here to take care of the Red Dragon Cloth. And he is very powerful and ancient, but we have a sphere containing the essence of a dead dragon. And that should severely weaken him. So hopefully we can feed him that and then moidalize him. I will, as usual, be saving aggressively because this game does crash from time to time. And I hate losing half an hour or an hour of progress because the game crashed. I hate losing half an hour or an hour of progress because I died too. But that's a little more, okay, that's a thing that happens in the game. But it feels way more unfair when it's because of a crash. Okay. Could you not fireball me? A little worried about international creative laws, how that might hurt your career since your books contain violence. I can see that. How that might be an issue. Hey, Tommy, you gonna do something about these traps?
No can do.
No can do, eh? Let's see what happens. Can I just, like, skirt past on the outside? No.
Aye, it's done.
Good job, Tommy. I'm gonna wait here until the poison is over and until no longer slowed. Damage. Oh, not a lot. Where are you initially looking to publish, Anxious Imp? You're in the US. Yeah, well, I guess my advice to you would be just focus on that for now. And then, the rest can come as it comes. 'Cause look at it this way. The law is what the law is, whether the law is benign or stupid. And there's nothing you can do about it anyway, so you might just make the best of it. I mean, maybe the violence in your books will make it so that they won't be sold certain places, but it also might make so that they're more popular other places. So it might be a swings and roundabout kind of deal. You never know. Right, I'm gonna try talking to this dragon.
So, at last you have come. I assume my fire giant servants are dead, and no matter. They are of little consequence to me. I can find other servants. Perhaps even you will serve.
But, I mean, there are plenty of other books that contain, like, gore and violence that get sold internationally. So I'm not an expert on this. I'm not even knowledgeable on this. But my gut feeling is that it's probably not something you should worry about all too much. Instead of worrying about who you can't reach, focus on building your reader base, the people you can reach, the people that do connect with your stories, the people that do appreciate your work. Focus on those. Focus on the positives. And then just shrug off the places where it doesn't work. That would be my advice. Advice taken from a fat guy who plays games on the internet. So take it for what it's worth.
Come closer. I will not harm you. These last days of the eons of my life pass slowly now, and I would speak with you to break the monotony.
Dragon, how do you know my name? I am as old as time itself. The infinite wisdom of eternity is mine to command. Your name and your deeds are known to me, Thalandra Oakenhop, and I shall remember them long after history has forgotten you. Who exactly are you? I am Klauth. That's so weird because I have a friend who's named Klaus, and this literally just sounds like you're saying Klaus but with a lisp. Feel a bit out of your depth on this. Here's another thing. When you secure a publisher, if it's a professional publisher, they have people whose entire job it is to deal with that shit. So it's their problem. To be a writer, you don't have to be an expert on every aspect of publishing. So don't burden yourself with that and let that take away from what you actually do and what you create. I am Klauth, Worm of the North, oldest of the dragons, greatest of the mortal creatures who walk the realms. My power and my knowledge know no bounds. Right, well, I want to ask you some questions. I am Klauth, the ancient worm. I know much that is hidden. I even know you seek the words of power, remnants of the creator race, so you can save the city you call Neverwinter. Thing is, you're self-publishing? Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I don't know. In that case, I really don't know, because I don't really want to give you advice based on the fact that I don't really know anything about self-publishing. So I don't want to lead you astray or give you bad advice rooted in my own ignorance. But all I can say is, you know, focus on the positives. Focus on the people you can reach. And the people that do enjoy and connect with your work. They are so much more, because there's always going to be people that don't enjoy your work. I mean, even things that are broadly agreed on as being like the very best books or stories or movies, there are people who think that those fucking suck. That's just the way it is. I personally don't really like Stanley Kubrick much. He's widely accepted as one of the best directors ever, but I don't think his movies are all that great. So no matter what you do, there are always going to be people who don't like it, and you're going to poison yourself if you focus on those instead of focusing on the ones that do like it. Same with anything, really. But as for law, I don't know if they have this in your areas, but some places they have like free legal aid. Like they have lawyers, lawyers who volunteer some of their time to give free legal aid to people. Perhaps what you could do is contact one of those and see if they could maybe help you navigate it. Because I certainly see why you would be a little feel out of your depth and be maybe a little overwhelmed by it. But you say you're self-publishing. How are you self-publishing? Are you self-publishing through a site, like a print-on-demand site or anything? Or are you literally just selling them through, like, your own website? I want to continue the game, but this conversation is really almost more interesting than the game. You're using Amazon. Okay. So what is it you're worried about exactly? You're worried about trying to sell your books to a country where they wouldn't be permitted because of the content? Am I understanding that correctly? Because what I think is going to happen is that Amazon should really be the ones to take care of whether or not what they're selling for you is okay in the country where they're selling it. So this is me guessing, this is me grasping at straws, but I think what's going to happen is if your books, because of their content, are not acceptable in certain countries, Amazon is going to just not make them available for purchase in those countries. I don't think there's going to be like any kind of backlash or consequence that comes back on you, but like I said, see if you can contact some kind of legal aid and maybe get some help from them. You're worried Amazon will suspend you. Oh. Well, I mean, do they have content guidelines? I'm assuming they have some kind of guidelines for what you can submit. And then as long as your books are within those guidelines, you should be in the clear. So Laminator. I am retarded. I had no sound, so I assumed it was Twitch cookies that were acting up again. This time I couldn't just fix it. It racked my puny brain. Then you remember you turned down the volume earlier because of a phone call. Ah, it's where are my glasses on my forehead all over again. So many books already break terms of service. Well, the fact that other books break terms of service doesn't really permit more books to do so. If your books break the Amazon terms of service, then yeah, you should probably prepare yourself for getting suspended, and you should probably start looking into some other venue where you can publish them through, where your books aren't going to be suspended. Sorry for taking away from the game. No, by all means. You know, if I didn't want to talk to people, if I just wanted to play games and give people a chance to watch, I would just solely make YouTube videos. Talking to you guys is the the cherry on top of streaming for me. But Clouth has just revealed he knows something about the words of power, so I'm going to pursue that. Tell me about the words of power. The words are ancient, fashioned by the creator race when even I was young. Power of the words is great. Once I even thought their magic could sustain me, though I know better now. The magic of the words is not the sort I need to prolong my life. So the word of power sits in my hoard, as meaningless as all the other material treasures I have collected over eons of time. I know you desire the word, Thalandra Oakenharp, and it is of no use to me, so I will give it to you in trade. Trade? What kind of trade? There is only one thing I desire, and that is to prolong my life. I perform dark rituals to feed my essence. For these rituals I need the eggs of other dragons. Bring me these treasures, and I will give you the word of power. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hunt dragon eggs for him. Because I'm going to have to go back to that other dragon. And steal her eggs, and I don't want to do that. I'll think about your offer, but right now I have some more questions for you. I have an essence sphere here. Ah, an essence sphere with the soul of a full-grown dragon already trapped within for me to feast upon. Give it to me, Thalandra, and I shall reward you with a mountain of gold from my vast hoard. Alright, here, take the orb. Here is your reward, Thalandra. 5,000 gold pieces. Now I must savor the sweet essence of life.
Betrayal. The tainted essence of a dead dragon. Now you will die.
Oh my god, he unsummoned my elemental. And then just insta-killed me. Holy shit. Okay. That went pretty much how I thought it was gonna go, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to buff up and then try the fight.
So come closer.
I will win the day!
Oh my god, he cast a spell on me. Ah, damn it.
So, come closer.
Once it gets done casting spells and it starts attacking me, it just instantly rips me apart. And my elemental gets unsummoned and Tommy is useless because he keeps running away. This is a hard fight. That. Activate that.
So had come closer. Betrayal.
Save that for myself. No, I'm gonna tell me. No, or not, because he just gets instantly wiped. This dragon does so much damage with its attacks. Build concentration on that. This is gonna be death. I can't do anything. Oh boy. Okay. So what can I do to him? Okay. That's fine. That's definitely fine. For important buffs, I have no use for flame strikes, because he doesn't, he's basically immune to fire damage, so that's like half the damage done. Slay living? I mean, I could just try and spam slay living at him. What delivers the killing blow? Physical attack or magic or fire? Mainly physical attack. I can basically tank through all his spells most of the time, and then when he runs out of spells, he's like 20 damage, 30 damage, 20 damage, 30 damage, 40 damage, you're dead. So, definitely need to shore up against that, mainly. Also, the problem is, he keeps casting Dispel on me. I'm probably gonna memorize another spell resistance, just to cast after he dispels. And then I guess a Slay Living. Cure criticals, these are fine. Darkfire is not gonna do anything anyway. Neither is... Oh wait, Searing Light, is that fire or is that like holy damage? What does Glyph of Warding do? Nah. What does Clarity do? Oh, I think I want to memorize Clarity to cast on Tomi. Does Dispel remove potions? I'm pretty sure it does, yeah. Because the potion effectively just casts the spell on you. Negative energy ray. (5d6) negative energy damage. Will save for half. Let's memorize a bunch of that. 'Cause I'm having trouble hitting it is also a big part of this. Hey, hey, Sachiko, hail and welcome! Hope you are doing well on this fine little Christmas Eve, as we call it here in Denmark. Guess Bane? I'll memorize some more Remove Fear. Alright. Different setup. Let's try with this. I think the dragon doesn't mind me resting right under his nose. Week has been a roller coaster, finally calming down. Usual Christmas hectic. I know December is the busiest time of year for a lot of people. Just because of all the Christmas and family stuff they have to deal with. A new save. Is this the last mission I need to do in this area? I don't know. Maybe, probably. Alright. Let's get to summoning. Oh god, it's a fire elemental. Load. Fire elemental is not going to do much good against Red Dragon. Hospital things day after day with your mother. Yesterday, your brother won the Christmas lottery. Oh, good for him! Nice. What did he win? Just a bunch of money? I say just a bunch of money, like that wouldn't be amazing. The hostile Uthgard? No. No, I didn't go south yet. I didn't think you meant chapter. I thought you meant this area. Oh, wow. Good for him, Sachiko. That's great. The problem is XP based? It might be. I would really hate to have to go somewhere and grind for a level. Tough fight for you, but the last thing you did in the chapter. I'm gonna give it a few more tries before I give up and go do other stuff.
I will win the day!
I love this part!
Immunity, mind spells, immunity, paralysis, immunity, sneak attack. Spell immunity? Well, it is taking damage from my spells. It's not even supposed to be an adult red dragon, it's supposed to be like the most ancient red dragon ever. I don't know, I'm kind of stubborn because why would the game lead me here to this challenge if it's supposed to be impossible? I really think it's doable, and I think it's supposed to be doable. God damn it. This is the first time it's used this breath weapon.
So, come closer. I betrayal.
Okay, so Divine Word won't do anything, but I'm pretty sure Destruction did some damage to it last. Yeah. It was not completely immune to magic. You actually took 2 trips back mid-fight to pick up Tommy. I wonder what happens if you rest in the middle of the fight, if he heals back up. Probably does. Assisted the spell with his spell resistance. I like how my party is just standing around with their dicks in their hands. He doesn't replenish spell slots? Wow. So you can just cheese the shit out of it. So he's immune to blindness, deafness. What happens if I cast a spell magic on him? Did that remove some of his buffs? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just all innate. Put some negative energy rays into him. That seemed to do nothing. Is he just immune to negative energy? Try that again. Yeah, no, he seems to just be immune to it. Alright, fuck this. Trying something else. Seems like they just went, oh, this spell might be really good against him. Let's just randomly make him immune to it for no reason. But I have some ideas because there is a spell I basically haven't been using that I think would be amazing in this particular fight. Isn't it level 5? Is it level 4? It was level 6. Oh, that means I'm giving up heals. But still. Says I don't need Word of Faith because he's immune to that. Oh, I need to click Resurrection. I meant to get a Destruction. Slay Living doesn't seem to work. Yeah, Spell Breach. What does Spell Breach do? That helps you break through his spell resistance, right? I guess I'll get a Flame Strike just for the divine damage, even though it's limited. That seems fine. It's pointless. Second Clarity. Defensive buffs. Yeah, something like that would be really helpful here. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that. I do have access to protection from elements, though. How long does that last? 24 hours. I'm gonna put that on my whole party. That's probably going to help. Negative energy ray was pointless. Guess I could spam sound bursts at him, but he's immune. He's not gonna get stunned anyway. Aid. It's only one turn per level. Endurance. System for myself. You know what? And I'll use wisdom for Tommy as well to help his will save. Will you do his magic? You need him to stop ignoring it? Yes, really. Well, it seems like all I do is magic, because even with my buffs, I basically can't do anything to him in melee. I think he has like a AC ridiculously high, like 35 or something. Save here. One of the last buffs I apply. Ah, god damn it. I don't remember where I was in my buffing. You did all of those. Didn't do that yet. Spell breach and different spells. Had to use a scroll. Didn't kill the most epic prolonged fight ever. Oh, I never cast Owl's Wisdom on Tommy. Is that all the long-lasting? I think that's all the long-lasting buffs. Do the short duration ones. Anything else on him? You know what? Just for shits and giggles, you get this. You get this. It's all you. This. It doesn't seem to be stacking up anymore. Oh, it is. Okay, good. This is seems excessive with all this buffing, but hopefully it's gonna be enough. We're not even done. Because after this come the potions of barkskin. All right. Now here we go.
So come close. Betrayal.
left to cast and start fighting. Well, Blade Barrier seems to be doing absolutely nothing. It was comically excessive the amount of buffing I did, but it was also the necessary amount. I'm gonna save before something goes wrong. Hail to me in my victory! Get a key, get a Clouth's head, that's probably heavy as fuck. Yeah, it's going in a bag of holding. Some dragon's blood. I can use some more dragon blood, I think. Do I already have a lot? Oh. There we go. What is this armor? It is the armor of Odentified. Unidentified. I don't know who Unidentified is, but if his armor is in a dragon's horde, then he was probably a great hero. Or she. Identified halberd.
I can't carry this much. Lose some of it.
Oh, but that's a problem. Where is the word of power? Aha! There's more to it. Wait, the trap that's probably in the middle of the room. Identified mace again, probably because I'm a cleric. And word of power. Oh, what's this?
You have done well to find the second.
Oh, it's Hetraline again.
Its power draws my spell, so that my projection may speak to you in this vision. There is much you must know.
What do you have to tell me?
Morgrim is nothing but a fool. He does not truly understand what he seeks. The words are ancient beyond imagination. They contain power he cannot fathom. I, Hydraline of the Word Slaves, was there at the beginning when the world was hot and this land was jungle where the Old Ones ruled.
Word slaves?
The living power of the words Morgrim seeks had to be bound in the flesh of the Word Slaves. We were unwilling guardians, our souls tied to the ancient magic of the Old Ones. When the world was hot, we Word Slaves suffered for the empire of the Old Ones. The words ripping their power from our tortured spirits and our living flesh.
What does this have to do with me?
The humans and elves and dwarves were but slaves to my people, the creator race. Just as I was a slave, bound with the power of the words. Until the extinction of my people and the coming of the endless winter.
What happened to the words of power when the old ones died?
Over the centuries, the magic of the words became dormant. Their power faded. And as we who were left behind grew strong, the bonds enslaving us were broken. We who had once been slaves scattered and hid the words so that we would be forever free of their legacy. Now, thousands of years have passed, and even we who hid the words no longer know where to find them.
What does this have to do with Morgrim?
Morgrim seeks to unlock the dormant power of the words, so that he may enslave again. Word slaves, humans, dwarves, elves. Morgrim would have all bow to him as master.
Morgrim will never succeed. I will stop him.
Morgrim is already doomed. The words were meant to release ancient evil upon the land, to devastate those who survived the change the old ones could not. The plague was only the first of the evils the words will unleash. The world as you know it shall be no more if Morgrim succeeds. This is the legacy of the creators.
So, in effect, we're looking at a magical WMD. Well, since we know that this is real and there are actual WMDs, at least we know America won't intervene.
The words would... No! It cannot be! Morag!
Morag?
Morag! She strikes at me! This cannot be! She attacks me through the words!
Oh, I remember who Morag is now.
She disrupts my spell of projection!
Wait, you were going to say something more about the words.
No!
Yes, you were. Alright, so Morag is causing trip-trap troubles. Portal to the surface, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this instead. Bonk. And probably save after all that. That fight was a bitch. But you know what? After tweaking my spell selection, after doing everything in my power, after giving 110% and then beating it, that's pretty satisfying. Gotta be honest. Feels pretty good. Only thing that's annoying is now I have to redo my spell setup. Cause it's like, I don't need 3 remove fear. I think I want to get another these so I can sprinkle them around. Second level, you know what? I'm inclined to keep this and just have second level be my mad buff level. Third level. Should I keep protection from elements? Clarity in case we come up against something spooky. You know, I'm thinking that too. This looks fine. I don't think I want 2 spell resistance. I'd rather have a second flame strike when we're not up against a red dragon. Blade barrier can fuck right off. Go, do not pass go. Go directly into toilet. Get my tiger back. Tiger. And I wish playing our ally didn't suck. I think we're just gonna go with the third heal. Having 3 heals is pretty nice. And for level 7, we're gonna go with 2 destruction and 1 word of faith.
It was so strange.
hail to ye!
The city of Neverwinter is forever in your debt for recovering the first word of power. We hope you will have continued success on your mission to thwart Margrim and his followers. But now is not the time to dwell on past successes. There are more words yet to be found before Margrim gets his claws on them. Why didn't you say something earlier? Hopefully this will slow the armies advancing on Neverwinter. At the very least, the loss of another word of power will strike a harsh blow to the plans of Mulgrim's cult, whatever they may be. You have done well. The Lord's Alliance and Neverwinter are grateful for your efforts. And on their behalf, I would like to give you this reward of 3,000 gold coins. I suppose you have a point. If we expect you to succeed in recovering the remaining words of power, it might be a good idea to equip you for the mission. Take this ring. Its enchantments have often provided me protection when I needed it most. May it do the same for you. Is there anything else I can do for you? Hadriline? What did the lizard woman have to say this time? I'm no history expert, but wouldn't that make her thousands of years old? I'm not sure whether I believe her, and I don't know what this has to do with Margrim. But I intend to try and find out. Leave Hadriline to me. Margrim and his crew are still skulking around the countryside, which means they must believe there's at least one more word still undiscovered. Find it before they do. I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
Yes? Hello?
Back again? You need to buy some equipment. Or is there something else I can do for you?
How about now? I don't know when, but at some point I must have muted my mic. God, I have no idea how long. I just... I was clicking control and my button to mute and unmute is right next to that. God damn it. Anyway, I was asking if you guys have any like Christmas movies that you have a tradition for watching. Like anything you watch regularly every year? Because we don't. Trinity and I don't. I don't think we're really that into Christmas movies. I mean, we like Die Hard, but I say that's not a Christmas movie. She says it is. Either way, it's a really good movie. We're certainly in agreement on that. Well, I guess Voth won't be cutting off our supply lines anymore. I think I'm going to mount his head on a stake right outside the barracks. It's good for morale and all. Here's the posted bounty for this blasted bandit's head, 500 gold pieces. Take it. I consider the money well spent. Is there anything else I can do for you? Yeah, let me see your inventory. You only have junk, right? Eh. Those. Scarab of protection. What does that do? That gives me to my saving throw. Alright. I guess he has nothing for me. But hey! We got some money, and more importantly, we got some experience. Still 7,500 till we hit level 15. Which is going to be a very interesting level, because that is the level at which we gain access to level 8 spells. And this is 3rd edition. This has been like, Jesus fuck, 20 years since I played this almost? Probably a little less, maybe 18 years since I played any 3rd edition. I don't fucking remember what the level 8 cleric spells are. When your ex asks you to help cover up a murder, only reason you didn't do anything stupid was because you rolled a 1 and got caught. Bent over the body by the murder weapon. Forced you to just tell it like it was. Yeah, I can see why that would be the weirdest that's happened to you. Or craziest. Sure is a good thing that your character was like a trusted and established member of the community. Imagine if your character had been like a shady outsider. Like a shady, somewhat sinister, dark, brooding anti-hero. You would have been so much more fucked. We're buddies with the law enforcement. Yep. That's what happens when you play a character who one of their major personality traits is they basically make friends wherever they go. See, I'm going here because I'm thinking this dragon will want Klauth's head. Probably reward me for it. Then we're just gonna recall back to town. Now, this story, Salaminator, is from a game that I GM'd. Just for anyone else seeing the conversation. Do you have any fun stories from one of the games you've been in that didn't include me? Like the Infinity game you were in. Did anything crazy happen there? Hello, Lady Green Dragon, Akulatraxus.
Akulatraxus recognizes your scent, tiny creature. Why have you returned, puny one? To disturb one far greater than...
I guess she didn't want the head. I overlooked the cave, maybe in Clouthstone area? Probably. Oh yeah, I actually think I overlooked two. Now that I remember. I think there were 3 caves in the area, and the first one I went into was the Fire Giant Fortress with Klauth in it. So yeah, we have more exploration to do up in the spine of the world. Thanks for reminding me. I had kind of completely forgot that I hadn't fully explored that area. 'Cause it's a whole new world. I'm gonna see if I can get it running properly, because I don't have any of the expansions, and I don't know how well it works without the expansions. But for New Year's Eve, I am thinking of doing or starting a RimWorld playthrough. See, I went into this, but I never went into this, and I never went into this. So let's check those out. Oh, the poor kitty. Save. Oh, this music. This sounds like a good and safe place. This is like temple music. That looks like a copper dragon, I think. Maybe it's a gold dragon. For sure, that's the door to the eggs, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna rob a gold dragon's eggs.
I smell blood and something else. Something foul. You have the head of Klauth, the ancient red worm. Give it to me, that I might see the proof of his death with my own eyes.
I am honored to give you the worm's head, mighty Golgotha. The terror of Klauth has been ended. No longer will his minions raid my lair. The evil power of the ancient worm has been broken. We dragons are loath to part with our treasure, but you have earned your reward. Take this, the premier of all the treasures I have collected. I'm not gonna try to squeeze that. I'm just gonna take the belt. I thank you for this generous gift, mighty Golgotha. Now, my little hero, is there anything else I can do for you? I'd like to ask you some questions. Are there more dragons in the area? Only dragon I know of who still lives in this area is Akulatraxus, a vain and evil green. The cave is to the south, in a mountain below the spine of the world, though we golds have little to do with her kind. Alright, I'll be going now. Might there be treasure in here? Save in case I fuck something up. Ah, trap! Ice arrows? That's good because I'm using ice arrows, so it's just a reload. Oh. Yeah, stick them in a random bag. Good job. Butterfingers. In the Affinity RPG I played an alien race, sort of like the water guy and hell guy. Oh, I know those. Had to wear a pressure suit all the time, could manipulate the pressure to alter your tendencies towards, for example, violence. Because the race was so alien, they all assumed I was female. I didn't really correct them. Instead, I just told them all kinds of shit about my physiology. Only the game master knew how full of shit you were. I like that. I like that, just having fun with it and telling them a lot of bullshit. Ooh. Go here. I'm just gonna go let the cat out. Just, it'll take a minute. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we are back, although probably not for long, because he is going to want back in soon. He doesn't stay out for very long here during the winter. I don't think he is a fan of the wetness and the cold. And it's understandable, he's an old kitty. These just vampire arrows. Guess I'll take them to sell. Oh, I never checked out the belt. What does the belt do? Belt is unidentified. Let's stick it here for now. Hi, Gorgatha. Bye, Gorgatha. How much damage have I taken? 7. Alright, you know what? Waste a whole cure minor wounds on myself. Fish gone bad, had in your bag, told some shit about your fertility, how this planet's moon was affecting you in a bad way. That character was perfect for you because you love to bullshit. It sounds like you had a lot of fun with that. I don't know who it was. I don't think I was in the game. I think it's something I just heard about. But I seem to remember something about someone doing basically the exact same, just in a fantasy game, and they were playing an elf. But no one else was an elf or even a half-elf. So they were just like, oh yeah, all us elves can do so and so, and all us elves are magical. I think they were an elf sorcerer, and they just basically told them that everything they could do was because they were an elf. What? Levitate? No, that wasn't a spell. All elves can levitate. Shit like that. Oh, there was a mighty battle here. Some fire giants and a copper dragon. Tome of the Ring. The florid, swooping, elongated hand in which this manuscript is written leaves little doubt to its author. The wizard's mark on the inside cover further confirms that this is indeed one of the many tomes of magical item construction written by Hasuraman the Muddled. I think we found one of these before. The Ring of Regeneration is an item eagerly sought after by both mage and warrior, not to mention priests and rogues. Perpetual fountain of healing magic constantly draining into one's own body is a boon to any man or woman, regardless of their profession. Yet the creation of such an item is deceptively simple if one merely possesses some fenberry and the eye of a Rakshasa. Of course, acquiring said eye is another matter entirely. I have yet to meet the Rakshasa that would part with one willingly. Once these ingredients are assembled, the procedure can be completed using the equipment found in any standard mage's laboratory, supplemented with the casting of Melf's acid arrow on the combined ingredients. Right, well, I sold my Melf's ring, so I have no use for that book, so I'm just going to leave it. Pocket Halfling, you want to take a look at this?
No can do.
No can do? Well, I have really good saving throws. Oh, cat wants back in. Be right back. There we go. Told you he'd want back in again soon.
Okie dokie.
That did a lot of damage, but that's okay, because we're going to warp back to town and rest again before we go anywhere.
It's done.
Ooh, magical belt. Unidentified. I guess that's all? Okay, so that means that now we are done. It's down here. Yeah. Now we're done with the spine of the world. And right on time, too, because it's getting to be time to switch over to do the wrestling. In a one-night RPG, the Game Master gave you a character which was basically a roguish type. He told everybody he was a wizard, his staff was a staff of fireballs, and he told me I'd arranged a tour out in some haunted mines to hassle people for money. Then it turned into a dark survival Lovecraftian horror thing. Remember people screaming at you to cast fireball and you trying to tell them some weird metals in the cave were messing with your magic, and you all died. Classic. Classic, classic. Let's see what we have here. Belt of Hill Giant Strength. I just want to see, since I'm using Bull Strength, do those stack? Yeah, they do. Okay, so I want to keep my Belt of Strength. Immune to death magic, immune to disease, +5 to fortitude save. That's really good. And a Wand of Stinking Cloud. Right, I am just going to sell.
Hail to ye!
Then it's going to be time to switch over the game. Almost 240,000. I think I'm ready to buy a +4 Keen Rapier when one of those shows up, if one of those shows up. Go outside, so I don't think I need to go back through the portal next time. In fact, I want to go to where I'm going next time. Just to help my poor addled brain. Oh, this poor soldier is injured. Hold on, soldier. I'll save you. There you go. I was gonna rest anyway, so... I cast heal on him to heal 10 hit points. What do you mean, overkill? This... No, kitty, don't stand in front of my screen. There we go. Beautiful. Save. New save. Alright, we are done with Neverwinter Nights for now.